Student, today we will start our new chapter, and that is Brown Wolf, written by Jack London. Before starting the chapter, we will know about the writer Jack London. Jack London was an American author and journalist known for his adventure stories. Jack London was an American. He was a journalist also, and he wrote mostly adventure stories. He explored several regions and their cultures in his stories and wrote about life and death. His adventure stories are based on his own experiences at sea, in Alaska, and in the fields and factories of California. They are not fiction stories, they are based on the experience of Jack London. Today we are going to start our lesson Brown Wolf. Before starting the chapter, there are three characters in this chapter. First is Walt Irwin and his wife Maze, and third is Skiff Miller, who is a stranger. Start the chapter. They called him Wolf. Walt Irwin and his wife Maze, called him Wolf. In build and coat, he was a huge timber wolf. In his appearance, he looks like a timber wolf. Timber wolf is a wolf which is found in the northern regions of North America. But in his color, he advertised himself as a dog. But when we saw his color, it looks like a dog. It means it is a dog. No wolf was ever colored like him, because his color show that the wolves are not found in that color. He was brown, deep brown, red brown, a mixture of browns. What was the color of that dog? It was the mixture of deep brown, red brown, and his eyes were twin topaz. Topaz is a type of gem. Here is the picture in your book. Clear yellow semi-precious stone, golden and brown, and his eyes of the wolf was like a topaz, golden and brown. So it is clear. In the first paragraph we read, Irwin and Maze had a dog and they called him Wolf, and the color of the dog is red brown and deep brown, mixture of these two browns. Walt Irwin and Maze loved the dog very much. Perhaps this was because it had been such a task to win his love. Walt Irwin and Maze both loved that dog very much, but it was very difficult to win the love of that dog. Had been such a task, it was a very difficult task. The reason is, when he had arrived at their mountain cottage from nowhere, he had proved to be very unsociable. When this dog came to them, they don't know from where he came. He was very unsociable. Unsociable means not like to meet people. The dog not like to meet people. He had resented all their advances and had refused to let them touch him. This line show that the dog was not very friendly. He don't like anyone. Nevertheless, he had stayed there as he was tired and famished. But the dog stayed with them because the dog was very tired and he was also very hungry. That was the reason he was not social but stayed with them. But when he had recovered, he simply disappeared. But when he recovered from his fatigue and tiredness, he disappeared from there. And this would have been the end of him if Walt had not spotted him along the railway line and brought him back to the cottage. The dog will lost his life if Walt is the name of Irwin. Full name of Irwin was Walt Irwin. If Walt Irwin had not spotted him near the railway line and he didn't bring him back to his cottage. Walt then got a metal plate made on which was written to Walt Irwin, Glen Allen, Sonoma Country, California, and attached to it to a collar strapped about the dog's neck. And after that, Walt Irwin made a plate and write his name and address and hang it in the collar of Wolf. So every time he disappeared. So whenever the dog disappeared, he was caught and returned. He was caught by the people and they returned him to the Walt Irwin. The remarkable thing about his disappearing was that every time he fled, he went north. What was most remarkable thing to disappear this dog is every time he went in the direction of north. Whenever the dog disappeared, it went in the direction of north. Homing instinct was what Walt thought about it. Homing instinct means a natural feeling that takes animals or birds to their home or original living place. And Walt Irwin sometimes thought maybe wolves belonged to north, so every time he went into the direction of north. After a futile year of many flights, he decided to remain at the cottage. After a futile means unsuccessful. It means Wolf many times tried to leave the cottage, but after many unsuccessful attempts, he decided to remain at the cottage. But even after that, a long time went by before Walt and Maze succeeded in getting close to him. As the time passed, Walt and Maze came close to that dog. It means now the dog started to like them. It was a great victory, for they alone were allowed to touch him. And it was a great victory for them because now the dog only allowed them to touch him. If anyone else tried, they were greeted with an angry growl that would turn into a frightening snarl. It means if any other person tried to touch him, he became very angry, and snarling was all the sound he made, and he made a very angry sound. No one had ever heard him bark even once, and Wolf never barked. No one ever heard him to bark. As Walt and Maze walked along the country road one morning with Wolf trailing behind, they heard a crunching of heavy feet. One morning when Walt and Maze walking in the village road and Wolf was also following him, but he was behind, they heard the crunching sound, heavy sound of feet. A few minutes later, a man came into view around the turn of the trail. They heard the sound of footsteps, and after that they saw a man around the turn of a trail. Trail means the path of the countryside or path of the village. Warm day, Walt greeted him. Walt wished that man warm day. The man paused and nodded. The man also stopped and move his head. I guess I ain't used much to the worm, he said, and he informed Walt that he is not used to of that hot weather. Half apologetically, I am more accustomed to zero weather. The man informed Walt that he was used to zero temperature and here he was feeling very hot. You don't find any of that in this country. Walt laughed. Walt answered that in the countryside you will not get zero weather. Should say not, the man answers, I am here looking for it either. I am trying to find my sister. Now the man answered, he was not finding the zero weather. He was looking for his sister. Maybe you know where she lives. Her name's Johnson, Mrs. William Johnson. And the stranger asked about Mrs. William Johnson, who was his sister. You aren't her Klondiker brother. Klondike is a region in northwest Canada. Maze cried. Maze asked, you are her Klondiker brother? Her eyes bright with interest, about whom we have heard so much. Maze's eyes were shining because she has heard so much about that person from Mrs. William Johnson. Yes, ma'am, that's me, he answered. That is me. My name's Miller, Skiff Miller. I just thought I had surprised her. The stranger told her name that his name is Miller, Skiff Miller, and he came here to surprise her sister. You are on the right track then. Madge pointed down the hill. Now the maid showed him the way and told him that he was in the right track. Take that little trail, take that little way, turning off to the right. It's the shortcut to her house. You can't miss it. And Madge told him the shortcut of Mrs. William Johnson's house. Yes, thank you, ma'am, he said. He thanked to Madge. It was at this junction that Wolf, who had been walking a little away from them, noising through the bushes, trotted into view. Now, just then, Wolf, who was behind them, came out from the bushes. Skiff Miller saw the dog and a look of great wonder came into his face. Now, Skiff Miller, who is the stranger, looked at the dog and he was very surprised to saw him. Well, well, he said slowly. At the sound of his voice, Wolf's ear flattened down and his mouth opened in a laugh. He trotted up to the stranger and first smelled his hands, then licked them with his tongue. As the wolf heard the voice of the stranger, his ears flattened down and he went near to the stranger and first smelled his hands, and after that he starting licked his hands with his tongue. He was amazed. We never saw wolf make up to a stranger before. Now Maze was very surprised because he never saw wolf a friendly behavior with a stranger before. We told in the starting that Wolf was not very friendly dog. He don't allow anyone to touch him. But first time Maze saw Wolf was licking the hand of a stranger. So it was very surprisable for her.